Guys, it's in there. It's in there already. Go get it. This way I can take your old bowl out. Can I have this, please? Thank you. You guys are a different story. You guys I have to feed. Here you go. How's everybody doing this morning? Okay, I have to go get more monkey chow. You guys there. Gingery, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're enjoying. Guys, I'm not looking at the screen yet. I have to leave the room for a moment. I have to go get more food for them. I'll be right back. Chipmunk noises are great, aren't they? I mean the groundhog noises, I'm sorry. It was a groundhog noise. The other ones. Hey, Theo. There you go, little man. You're laughing at me? What? Oh, what's, they're laughing at? Oh, she's laughing at me. Very well, maybe. Yes, you get breakfast too. As miserable as you are to me. I'm trying to do a cage today. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bunnies are well. Looks like we may have 3 to release today, which would be very cool. There you go, Julia. Oh, her name is Stevie. And she's really about the same. Sweet as sugar, little girl. Okay, so I just have to... Yes, Tilly. It's crazy. I do have the package of new ones that I have to start hanging some point today. And then, like, in Morticia's cage, it's perfect. It's been there since the beginning, and they haven't bothered it. So... Oh, and our hit by car little lady, she's in hers right now. You can see the top of her. All the new bunnies seem to have made it through the night. So we're going to be taking care of them in just a few minutes. We have to take care of the ones that are a little bit more demanding first, like Pixie. Mary, that's so amazing. Thank you for that. I appreciate you so much. Okay, let me go get formula and my syringes and stuff, and I'll be right back. It's amazing how messy you guys make things immediately. Okay. Okay, this side was clean. So much of it for that. Sometimes I feel like, why bother? Okay. So these syringes don't last the same way as the Miracle syringes, but they come for free with the tube, so I just use them up, and when they start getting stiff, I throw them out. For feeding, like multiple feedings, you really need the O-ring syringes. What do I recommend to do if you find a baby squirrel? Only one thing to do. Well, it's a series of things to do, but it's the only series of things that should be followed. Secure it. Keep it warm. Do not give it any food or water. And reach out to a local rehabber. Mark, it's a big country. And you might hear something that sounds like a bird chirping in the background. That is not a bird here. That is the sound our little baby rat friend makes. Pixie, come on. Come on. Now, Pixie is so enthusiastic for her syringe first thing in the morning, because she does sleep through the night. I don't feed her through the night. That I actually have to put the nipple in her mouth in her cage for me to safely get her out. Because she's a little bitey in the morning. You know, just enthusiastic to eat. Not aggressively bitey, but you would not want to be nipped either way. Yeah, it sounds very much like a bird, the little baby rats. Oh no, Michelle. Okay, come back this way. There you go, pretty lady. No tea, yeah, I totally understand. You know, from 1 o'clock in the morning to 8:30. She's an excellent eater. For a little girl who came... Joyce! Does anybody see that? Her name is Pixie. Oh, now I get it. Okay, Cece. Funny. She did a little more than boop her. She had nails out and was aggressively... Yes, I have more. There's always more for hungry groundhogs. That one's empty. You just finished that one. Here's the full one. Always more for hungry groundhogs. You didn't finish that one. You want this one instead? Kylie, she says they're all mine. Every single battle is hers. She's as possessive of her battles as she is food. Joyce! I'll offer her the big syringe when Pixie's done eating. Pixie, Joyce is trying to get to you. You don't understand. We got it. Do you want more? Now, Pixie is very much like Joyce. When she's done eating, if I take her out 15 minutes later, she'll do a whole meal all over again. It is not a porcupine. She's a baby groundhog. She's about 6.5 weeks old now. I think she was younger than I realized when she first came in. No nipping. Yeah, you're done for now. Joyce, we don't hit the babies. Oh my God, again, you're so smart. You are so smart, little girl. Remind me next time I put her away to show you what she does. That she runs right into the corner. See, now Joyce has no interest. She took the last piece of ice cream carton. Joyce says, "Give me to everything." You know, it's like the little kid who I want, but has no clue what it is that they're even asking for. Hello, beautiful. So, as you can see, the swelling is back. Her eyes are a little squinty. Her nose is still having discharge. when my vet calls about our chipmunk friend, I'm going to also discuss her a little bit more. Now for Stevie, the feeding goes really slowly because she is having difficulty breathing and nursing at the same time. They're obligate nose breathers, and so when her nose is stuffed and she's nursing, it's very difficult and she gets tired. Swollen wing, wait a second, can we pin the crow comment, please? Is there anybody in here to pin? Joni, yes, it does. It should be a squirrel in a pink tutu. Okay, Melly Mel, I would go on Animal Help now and see if you could find somebody near you. Problem is, corvids are also hit very hard by West Nile. So even on top of avian influenza, like, the corvids are more likely to get West Nile. Gotcha. Okay, so hopefully they will help you. How young is it? The opossum was here, the littlest opossum or the new injured one? Yeah, so she's gotten about 3 cc's right now. This is Stevie, yes. I'm just letting her rest right now. Okay. Now you want a little bit more? This is ridiculous. They just suspended gifting. I have said nothing about gifting. Oh, God. This is getting crazy. This is really getting insane. I have said nothing about gifting, about money, about cost, about anything. This is getting so bad. Gifting is restored. This is getting... I am pissed. I am pissed because if I can't trust this app, I can't do what I'm doing. There you go, Stevie. There you go, my love. The baby of the 12 is still with us, yes. So I want to talk about subscriptions. Subscriptions is a great way to get extra content. You get all kinds of perks. I try and answer subscribers' questions first. Shout outs when you join the live. I have 3 different levels of subscriptions: $2.99, $5.99, and $9.99. And there is sub-only content out there. So subscribing is really the best way to do this. If you're already a subscriber, you can send gift subscriptions, help grow the subscriber community. Yeah, so when I restart, it does not come back automatically. I have to wait for the appeal to be settled. No, Antonia, that's something that I do. That's my choice. You can have every subscriber, contribute the same thing, but there are people who want to do more, and there are some people who can't afford to. So that's why I want to make the subscriptions as affordable as possible too. So they give you the option of having up to 3 different levels, and I took the option. So at least 2 out of those are no more than a cup of coffee. Stevie, we got to clean your face. We got to get your nose clean. She's got great toe beans also. We should have a vote on who's got better toe beans, Stevie or Tish. The little black toe beans. And really, everybody who subscribes gets access to the sub-only content, which is just replays of the lives. I'm going to try and get some more of those up today. Especially like the ice cream live. So you can see she's very out of breath now. You see the ice cream live. So you can see she's very out of breath now. You see the accessory. Hi. Sure. Wait, say that again? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Stinky cat food and a rat trap. You know, the guillotine style, the humane. Stinky cat food and a rat trap. Okay? You're welcome. Okay. Okay. No, she does not feel well. She is far from out of the woods. So, Cece, I will get to those. Give me just a minute. Let me take care of Stevie. She needs her meds. I can't put anything on salve on her nose. I don't even know what your name is with the heart. But thank you so much for extending your subscription. She's looking for the open bottle of clindamycin. I think I am switching her meds on my own. Okay, we're opening up a new bottle. Okay, so I don't know if she's going to like the taste of this very much, but she definitely likes the taste of the other one. Okay, that was fast. That was fast. So even if you don't like the taste, here's the good one. Okay, my angel. Okay. Let's get this fuzz off your nose. Actually, it was easy for you to eat that way. If you want to do your formula that way too, you could do it that way. Do you want more formula? That actually seemed easier for you. Yeah, this way you don't have to suck at all. And with my hand on her like this, I could just feel when she swallows. So I could offer her a little bit more. I have to be really careful about anything that might occlude her nostrils more. Yeah, she's eating. Okay, Angel. Yeah, this is the same little girl. So this is Stevie. Okay, Angel. You go here. Okay, so the chipmunk was found in the street in Bethpage. I believe it was Bethpage. Circling. Just circling. What does circling mean? Circling means that they were just running in circles. Tight little circles, just spinning. The chipmunk does not have a name yet. I think we're going to name the chipmunk the same way we named Pixie. You know, where people sign up in the Discord if they want the opportunity name. And then we randomly pick who gets the opportunity. So I'm just getting my tube. I just had it. I hope I didn't leave it in the kitchen. Oh, here it is. No, I just had it. Okay. So now, when I have to medicate an opossum, I attach the medicine to the tube first. Actually, here. I'll purge the tube. Make sure it's patent. Tube's patent. Then I'm going to put the medicine on the tube, because this tube has a lot of volume to it. Now this tube is full of her medicine. Attach this, and then I am guaranteed that when I get the tube in, she gets her medicine. We just had the black squirrel out. She's still in very serious condition. She's still struggling. Now this little girl is old enough to start lapping on her own. But if she's lapping, I cannot get her medicine into her, so I have to feed her this way. At least for now. Because her wounds are, at least for now, because her wounds are
Is this Karen Lynn?
Yes, this is.
Hi, my name's Laura Hetzel. I'm the one with the possum in my basement.
Oh, okay.
Remember you had said to call you when I found it?
That was days ago.
I know. I still haven't found him.
Oh,
But he's still eating the food in my basement.
okay.
And he's still absolutely there. So I guess I just wanted to ask you, because like...
What town do you live in?
Oceanside.
Okay, so I have traps, humane traps, safe, effective traps. If you want to come and pick up, and you just put his food in the trap, and then you bring me the opossum in the trap when you catch him.
Awesome. I know my dad just brought me a trap, or he's dropping off a trap. Because that's what I was going to ask you, because I didn't want to use it unless, because I don't know, I don't want anything bad to happen to it, but it clearly feels very comfortable in my house.
Good.
Every morning, it's eating my cat's food, it's drinking out of the water dish, like I can tell he's clearly happy. So.
Okay, so remove all other food sources and set the trap with the cat food.
And just like, you so set it like right where the cat food would normally be, since
Yep.
that's where he has been
That's
going.
exactly.
Lock my cats out of the house so they don't end up in the trap.
Oh, if the trap is big enough for your cats, the opossum probably will not trigger it. That's a baby.
Oh, so maybe I will come get one of your traps then, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Okay. Maybe I have to be at the library at 7, so maybe I could come by like on my way to the library?
Sure. Worst comes to worst, I'll just leave it outside and you pick it up.
Okay. Oh my
So
gosh,
just-
thank you. And I'm so sorry. This is the second opossum I've had, by the way.
Yes,
The
I
first
heard.
the first one I had put up a video, like he was on top of my washing machine, and I was able to get him and put him outside, and but that was last year, so I know it's a different one. All right, so you want to just give me your address?
Do me a favor, just.
My dad. Yeah, sorry.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You want me to call you later?
Just shoot me a text asking for my address.
Okay. So this is your cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll do that.
Okay, terrific.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Okay, so while I was on that phone call, gifting is suspended again. I have said nothing. I don't understand this. I haven't mentioned a gift. I haven't even made one gift goal. Erin, I have to wait for the appeal to come through. Once the appeal comes through, I will restart. And I'm going to be going to Gifting is Restored. I'm trying to decide if I should go to LIWRR's page. But I think I'm just going to restart here. So this baby's already been fed. This is, see this spot right here? That's a puncture wound. Little one. In that spot, another one. So this puncture was probably, you know, based on the size of the wounds, probably a cat had picked her up and she was swinging. And there was all air under her skin. This is a very, very serious injury for an opossum. So she's on a very strong antibiotic. I did speak to my vet about her. We bumped her up to Clinda from Doxy because of the location. So hopefully she'll be in the clear. I mean, she's bright-eyed. Her nose is nice and pink. She's got some of the prettiest markings I've ever seen. She's got this smoky Cleopatra eye thing. Stevie is still struggling. She really is beautiful. Yeah, well, she's a small person. Her face kind of matches her body. She's a small person. Okay. So you go back in your house. She was sitting up, like sitting like a kid. Watch when she picks something else up. Look at the way she sits. She's got her feet out in front of her. She's working on her balance. She loves parsley. That's a pile of parsley there. Yeah, she's got great core control for a baby. I'm okay. My leg is still not 100%. It's really taking a long time. That's her endive. So she's got a pile of spring mix, parsley, and endive. And she's just realized we were watching her. Happy birthday, Sarah Elizabeth. It's really slow go this time, but it is improving. I didn't think that it would still be draining now, but it is, and it's okay. It'll get better. So while we still have the opossum tube set up, gonna feed our littlest opossum friend. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, so this tube is set up for her. Where'd she go? Hey, pretty girl. So just for company, she is in with our pile of bunnies and our little rat friend. Come on, open up. You can do it. She is the last survivor of the group of 12. The fact that she's holding on this long, I am hoping means that she'll make it. Now, I did not give her a full feeding. Her belly started to look a little too big to me. I'm gonna potty her just to see if we get anything. She's got her eyes open, but yeah, we're getting urine now. Nice light urine, that's good. And some poop. And her poop is still diarrhea. And that's from the tainted milk from nursing on her mom after her mom passed. But it's not a ton of diarrhea. It's not really bad. All of her siblings are gone. She is the last one. Once they nurse on tainted milk, there is very little you can do. And so her yellow is almost gone. When they come in yellow, they need antibiotics. And it's not a jaundice yellow. It's yellow on their fur or on their skin, depending on how old they are. What happens is as soon as they start to nurse on mom after mom is deceased, mom's milk is putrid. And it starts to poison them. And it gives them a very bad diarrhea that is a very distinct color yellow. And it starts to just run out of their bodies. And while they're in the pouch, they just get coated in this yellow, watery substance, and it stains. So when I was first training to do this, and my mentor said, if they come in yellow, you have to start them on antibiotics. And so I asked her, you mean like a jaundice? She's like, no, just yellow. And I did not understand until I saw it. And, I clean them up. I take all the diarrhea off of them, but they stay this stained yellow. It's like a turmeric color. So when they come in yellow, you must put them on antibiotics. Yes, her eyes are open. She arrived with her eyes open. But they were also dehydrated from the diarrhea that their eyes were very sunken in. Lacey, thank you. Good morning, TT. So I was waiting for this to happen with our little friend here. I specifically chose this bedding because I was hoping it wouldn't. But you can't take the ground out of the groundhog. She wants to be underground. So she's under her bedding. She's looking to dig. It's instinctual. Oh, this is really cute. Watch the little baby get settled back in with the bunnies. Actually, I should have moved her over to the other cage. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Ah, classy, thank you. Baby rat is doing well. I'm looking for Just Me's comment. Why am I playing with rats? Well, first of all, that wasn't a rat. That was an opossum. Good morning, Manny. So everybody, this is my friend Manny Cabo. He's an amazing human and an amazing friend to me. He's a former Voice contestant, both English and Spanish. He is a photographer, a motivational speaker, an animal rescuer, and a podcast host. And I had the amazing privilege of being a guest on his podcast. Thank you for the lightning bolts, Manny. And you can find the podcast anywhere you could find podcasts. I also have the link to the podcast pinned it's a link in my link tree. You could also find it in my Discord. And the most amazing thing is that this podcast is international. It has the ability to get me coverage everywhere. And that gets my mission out. So this podcast can help me immensely in my mission to help these guys. So this is what we're looking for. We want people to listen to it. Listen to the podcast, download it, listen to it, and engage with it. Subscribe to the podcast, rate it 5 stars, review it, tell everybody else what you loved about it. The feedback here has been amazing. Please, please engage with this podcast. Rate, review, subscribe, download, not necessarily in that order, I guess. But everything is free. And it has the ability to help me immensely. And also, please follow my friend Manny here. His content is amazing, and he's got something for everyone. Absolutely. There is so much and so many layers to his content and to him as a human. Yes, they do look like seals or otters. People ask me if that's a baby otter. And he is so warm and soft. He's really just... It's a little sweetie. He is a rat. He is a baby rat. And I don't think he loves this feeding method. I think next feeding, I'm going to get a little tiny nipple for him. Oh no, he's doing better now. Either that or a bigger IV catheter. He is tiny. Oh, that's a shame that you're allergic to them. They're the sweetest things. I'm allergic to cats. See, even though he's getting milk in his mouth, he's looking for his mama. It makes me sad for him. Yeah, when I was little, I grew up with cats, and I would wheeze constantly. And I'd sit on the couch and rub my face in the cats, play with the cats. And my mother, then I'd go to my mom, I'm wheezing really badly. Okay. I just want you guys to see his milk line. And it depends on how he's moving because he's so wiggly. See that white stripe across his belly? That's the milk in his stomach. So he's full. He's got enough milk. The milk stripe goes all the way across. And he's a sweetie. He really is. Okay, so I realized I made a mistake. I started putting everybody back because there's only one rat and there's only one opossum. But now it's time to do bunnies, so let me move the rat and the opossum over to the transfer cage. So now, it's been, let's see, about 10 or 11 hours since everybody's eaten in here. Which is what you want for bunnies. They don't eat that often. They get filled with a lot of milk or formula. Pilaric, what's the problem? Yeah, Megan, so we're going to check all the bunnies now. So we have our bunny tube right here. Okay. Those are squirrels. And this is a baby bunny. Let's see. New bunny tubes. Yes, new tubes came. I'm so happy. These guys tube so easily with the new tubes. It's not even funny. So now, eyes closed babies need to be pottied. Classy, yes, it's in my link tree. Okay, so this bunny is not making any urine. I know every bunny was fed. There is still milk here, but not enough. So if he doesn't go in a minute or two, then we're just going to feed him. Okay. So bunnies, the tube goes in on the opposite side from opossums. Just make sure this is the right tube. Yep. Right to my purple mark. Okay. And that's it. Bunny is fed. Milk spot is bigger. Move the baby over. And get the next one. Yeah, I don't look at comments. When I am tube feeding, I'm really only looking at the babies. So I'll look at comments in between. This is a twice daily routine. Bunnies are only fed twice a day. And this baby is going, but it's just like dripping onto the okay, bunny. I mean, look at the size of this baby. It's a tiny little one. This is the runt from that bigger litter we got. And you can see these guys still have their umbilical stumps. They're very new babies. This is a baby eastern cottontail rabbit. And this one is smaller than the one that I just tubed. So being, oh, no, you just pulled your tube out, little one. So being a little further away from the mark, I know I'm still in the right spot. Just a little bit of milk. And we're done. Classy, any food item or parrot toy? We're going through parrot toys. We're going to hang parrot toys for these guys in just a few minutes when I'm done with the feeding. They're super destructive at this age, but they need the enrichment and stimulation badly. Ah, we got a bunny really peeing now. So when you stimulate an animal, you have to do this because they can't go on their own. And you have to stimulate them the entire time they're going or they stop going. Debbie, that really tiny mouse did pass away. These guys all came in yesterday. Okay, so that bunny went. The right tubes make it so easy. Okay, nice round bunny belly, and we are done. It in my moof. I don't find random animals. If you look on the New York State DEC website for the listing of legal licensed wildlife rehabilitators, you're going to find my name. And when other people find orphaned, injured, or sick wildlife, they call me. And bring me the animals. That's how I have so many. These guys were all released long before they reach breeding age. Mark, the tubes are about $14.50 a piece. So I usually buy them 10 at a time, but that's about as much as I can do. Bunnies nurse for about 3.5 weeks. 3 weeks. They're emancipated very young and very small. Like I said, I think we're going to have 3 bunnies to release today, possibly. I have a link tree in my bio. AstraZeneca, how am I rough? Bunny is perfectly fine. Yep, Amanda, I did. Bunny is perfectly fine. Why do I put it in so deep? Great question. Because I have to be all the way inside their stomach. Because if I don't put the tube inside their stomach, then the formula can get into their lungs, and that unlives them. Well, so you see the stream of urine coming out? When I stop, the baby stops. Now, because these guys only eat twice a day, and their bodies spend the day digesting the milk and turning it into urine, their bladders fill up a lot. And if you don't empty the bladder and give them another meal, their bladders can rupture and unalive them. So that's why you have to fully empty their bladder. When I take an animal into care, I have to do everything it needs, everything its mother would be doing for it. So it's really important to empty the baby fully before you fill it with more milk. Well, Nene, I would love for the moms to be raising these babies, but every single one of these babies I have are orphaned. Either a dog or a cat or a hawk got to mom, or a lawnmower got to the babies. So if we want these babies to survive, to grow up, to be released, we have to take care of them here. So now this baby's belly is nice and full. It has to go all the way down their throat. Here, I'll show you. When we landmark a tube to feed a baby animal, you start at the baby's elbow, or the level of their elbow. The tube has to go to their ear and then to the tip of their nose. So that purple mark there, I have to get the tube all the way to that purple mark. Then I know I'm in their stomach. If I wanted to get it into their lungs, I'd landmark from here. And you see there's about an inch difference. I'm doing this about 40 years, guys, so yeah, it gets easier with time. I'm also an RN and a paramedic for humans. So I'm used to putting tubes in places. Riley, thank you. That's the perfect thing to do. Realtor Big, thank you. And if anybody in here isn't following me, please give me a follow. Send a heart me if you are enjoying the content. Join our family, our team, our community here. This is a very educational channel. We talk about wildlife, cohabitation, rescue and rehab. People come in here all the time with animal emergencies. We help handle them, get them connected to a rehabber near them all over the country, sometimes all over the world. Because of my background, I do pretty much everything. I take in healthy orphans, I take in sick, and I take in trauma. We need to refill this tube. I handle emergencies as they come in on screen. If I am here and I get a sick or injured animal, it gets handled right in front of you guys, real time. I don't hide anything I do, and you guys get the full experience. It's kind of like watching ER or something like that for animals. So, full belly, happy bunny. And they're going in with everybody else now. We have 2 more. These are baby eastern cottontail rabbits. And I don't know if you could see, but the stream of urine, this baby's urinating in a straight stream most of the time. So if I stop, the baby stops going. You have to do this the entire time that the baby is going. And you got to get the baby to fully empty, or their bladder can rupture from the next feeding. I didn't count the bunnies. I have 1 more after this one. We can count. See, there's more urine there. And I can usually feel like the tension in the baby's abdomen when they're still straining to go or trying to go, because it takes them a long time, a lot of stimulation to go. Nature protects them. If they were to go in the nest, the smell attracts predators. And since mom isn't around to defend them, they can't go if mom isn't there. Oh, okay, so Lacey, Lou, that's the answer. That's the answer. So any mammal whose eyes are closed, mom has to leave them alone at some point, whether it's a squirrel, a raccoon, a bunny, and the babies don't know, because their eyes are closed, if mom is there or not. So nature protects them by making it so that they can only go when mom is stimulating them. I'm simulating licking, yes. Mom does that with her tongue. I choose to use a sensitive skin baby wipe. Yeah, Margaret, it's really interesting. For all you new people here, I know some of this seems a little odd, but when I take an animal in, I have to do everything for it that it needs. All the things that its mother would do. This is the safest and most efficient way to feed these babies. I am protecting their airway. I'm guaranteeing that they don't aspirate because the milk is going straight into their belly. If I were to try and feed this baby with a nipple and a syringe, then it would take 20 to 30 minutes and the baby's airway would be at risk. Their baby is at high risk for aspiration. I have to put the tube so far down because it has to go into the baby's stomach. So the way we decide how far to put the tube down, you measure the animal. You start at the level of the elbow. That's the level where the stomach is. So you start here at the elbow, you go to the ear, and then you go to the tip of the nose. See that little purple mark? I use a surgical body marker to mark my tubes before I start. So I know exactly how far the tube has to go. Now, if I hit resistance before I get to this mark, like let's say here where this thumb is, then I know I am in the baby's lungs. Okay, Nettie, so that's, yeah, I'm answering your question now. So if I stop here, it does not do the baby any harm. In fact, you will see me accidentally tube the lungs. The only time it does harm is if you were to inject the formula. If you do that in the lungs, then you unalive the baby instantly. So I have tubed lungs more times than I can count. However, I have never injected the milk into lungs. And that's the difference. So we're getting to our very last bunny. These bunnies are only fed twice a day, so they'll be fed. I usually log on around 9:30 at night and start my feeding sequence again. So we're going to potty this bunny. And these babies are only 2 days old. I got them yesterday. The majority of these babies had never been fed by mom. Mom gives birth and leaves. And she comes back about 12 hours later for her first feeding. And these babies never got that. I've taken care of raccoons many times. So you can see umbilical stump is still there. So a bunch of these bunnies, it appears that somebody found, removed, and dumped in the streets. They were in a pile in the crook of a curb, and like where the curb and the sidewalk meet, in a pile of red liquid. So we don't know what happened to mom or some of the other babies. And then, so that group came in. The person who found them held them for over 24 hours before finding them help. So they were in very bad shape when they arrived. And we did lose one of the two runts. The others are still with us and doing well. And then I got 3 others yesterday in this group. So there should be 8 total. And this bunny is now fed. Have I ever had possums? Babsy? We'll figure that out in just a minute. Let's see. How do you know if a chipmunk is old enough to be on their own? My chipmunk is at the vet right now, so can't show you, but at about 10, 12 weeks. These are our favorite whack-a-mole simulators. This group is known as the hissing opossums. Now these guys came in really tiny. They were tube fed for a long time. I think there are 9 of them, if I remember correctly. Do they bite? Yes. They're not hungry. They're showing their teeth because this is the only real defense they have. Yes, they are at the goth hamster stage. Absolutely. These are baby Virginia opossums. I'm just posted to the UK. So they are really very shy, very timid creatures. This is their only defense. This and playing unalive. They have more teeth than any land mammal. And so showing their teeth It's supposed to be a deterrent for anybody thinking about attacking them. Okay, so Realtor Big, great question. Do they know I'm feeding and taking care of them, keeping them safe? Absolutely not. I don't interact with these guys. I do this like twice a day here, and you guys are lucky enough to get to see it because I get a visual on them. I want to see every one of them that's in the cage. I actually need to put my hands on them, so yeah, I do get bitten. Make sure everybody is growing, that everybody is healthy, alert, active, because I am rehabilitating them. All of these guys are siblings, biologic siblings. Their mother was hit by a car and unalived. They came in tiny with their eyes closed. I tube fed them for a long time, and now they have learned to lap. What do they eat as adults? They are nature's cleanup crew. They'll eat rotting carrion, unalived things that are rotting. They'll eat decaying organic matter like leaves and, forest fall. They eat insects. They eat eggs, small rodents, birds, berries, pretty much anything that they can find in the wild. These guys are about 2.5 months old, and they get released at 2 pounds. They are nature's cleanup crew, and I want them to be spicy. Not every human is kind. I don't interact with them. I don't cuddle them. I don't play with them. No fleas, just maybe a spot of dirt. How much do they weigh? These guys, hold on a second. You're gonna make me get bitten again? Let's see how much this guy weighs. Maybe about 1/3 of a pound. Why would I not interact? Because I'm raising wild animals. I am not raising pets. What keeps them getting from metabolic bone disease in the wild? Great question. They eat entire animals. So if they find a carcass, and they do cannibalize, they get hit on the side of the road a lot. Opossums will eat opossums. They eat the entire animal, bone and all. So when I feed them entire animals, bone and all. So they will get chicken parts. They will get organ meats. Right. I don't want them to think humans are friendly or kind. A lot of them aren't. And they leave me when they reach 2 pounds. Do they attack each other? In this instance, they're just defending themselves against me. I'm a threat. Yep, the one in the back is fine, just resting. And I'm very zoomed in. I'm really not that close to these guys. So that one doesn't see the phone in my hand as a threat at all. That one is perfectly fine. You guys really just want me to get bitten. Yes, it does hurt when they bite. So, the thing, yes, Desi, they will cannibalize. And we don't know why. Yes, you should always check for babies if you see an unalived opossum. They are cannibalistic. So that's one of the reasons why I have to have my hands on them every single day. Because if I don't check their sizes, if there is a discrepancy in size, Erin, they've looked into that, they've researched it. That is not the case. They do have to be tube fed if they are little. These guys are about 1/3 of a pound now. So what other animals do I have? We have a lot of squirrels. Yes, Oliver, you're going to come out in just a minute. Over here we have an adult squirrel hit by a car. You can see his tail hanging down. It's hard to see all of him. He hides. In here we have another adult squirrel hit by a car. The top one is a boy, this one's a girl. They're both doing really well. He came in paralyzed from the waist down, couldn't move his legs or his tail. He is moving all three now. Shells, I'm not sure. What did I miss? Wow, you have a leucistic baby? Incredible. That's exciting. Yes, I know. You guys are nasty little... I am on Long Island. New York Treasure, Nassau County. So this is a 6.5-week-old baby groundhog. No, I am not a rescue center. I'm in my garage. I would like to be a rescue center. I'm trying very hard. I started a 501c3, and as soon as we get a rescue center, I will be operating as Long Island Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation. Will a raccoon hurt cats? Yes. If the raccoon is hungry and has kids to feed, and then we have a lot more squirrels. And all of these squirrels are going to be released in the middle of July. That's Jerry. Hi, Jerry. I do this by myself. Oh God, look at their hammock now. So it's not a matter of being vicious. It's a matter of survival. And us humans are taking up their habitat and removing their food sources. Why do I release them? Because these are wild animals. I am a rehabber. These guys came in to me as tiny little orphans. And they are now teenagers. That's why they look so big. These guys all came eyes closed. Theo, who was in this cage, was a pinky. And so the goal is to release. I can't hold them. They don't want to be pet. No, I have a chipmunk right now. I have eastern cottontails. My chipmunk is at the vet today getting a checkup because he's got a pretty significant head injury. And then we have our older cottontails, and we're probably going to be doing a release today. Let's see. Oh, guys, I hate when that happens. So that bunny's ready to go. Let's see. So these bunnies started out just like our other bunnies. Yeah, that bunny is definitely ready to go, and I think we may have two more. Yeah, that bunny is definitely ready to go, and I think we may have two more.
Hi, I'm looking for Carolyn.
This is?
Hi, my name is Sebastian. I live in Merrick near the train station.
Yep.
And we just found a baby bunny that seems to maybe have been bitten by a dog and shaken. So it's just kind of knocked out in this bush, and we're going to see if we can retrieve it.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get it, if you want to bring it to me, I'm in Merrick as well.
Yeah. Okay. Whereabouts?
You know what? Do me a favor, text me, and I'll text back with my address.
Okay. Right now we're picking it up over. It's like behind Synergy Gym.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, so it's like in this bush, so we were just walking our dog. We didn't really have anything to pick it up with, so we just ran home. I'm driving over there now with a box.
Wonderful.
And yeah, so as soon as I get there, I will text you. And yeah, just text me, I guess, your address, and I'll head you away.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Okay,
Yep.
bye.
Bye-bye.
So as I said earlier, I answer my phone live. That bunny is about 10 minutes away from me. So when he goes back and gets the bunny, when the bunny gets here, we'll triage it together. The squirrels are not released yet because it's not time. They have to be 20 weeks old. These guys are about 14. They go the middle of July. Now, this is the cutest thing in the world. Baby groundhog sitting and eating. My bunnies range in age from 1 day, or actually 2 days, I guess now, 2 days old to 3.5, 4 weeks. So I saw the comment asking if this was a job. I do this full time or more. This is a 24/7 undertaking for me. It is all volunteer. I am in my garage. That's off camera. Well, you know, this is like a little set here. But yeah, I'm in my garage. You do need a license to do this. I am fully licensed. You will see the injured bunny if it is not too graphic. Unfortunately, you know, if there's red stuff, TikTok doesn't let me show very graphic things. It's very possible that it was his, but I don't know. I was in a bedroom, except for my family wanted the space back. Stevie is about the same. Very serious condition. So Alicia Olson, I am a former New York City paramedic. I worked in some of the worst neighborhoods of New York City in the late 80s, early 90s. I can stomach anything that happens to a human. Animals, totally different story. No, Babsy, I have not had a beaver. We don't have them in my area. Oh, you work for a funeral home. Okay, so Stitch. Fleas are very problematic. I do my intakes for animals with fleas in a very small bathroom in my house. I'm in New York. So that room is pre-treated, sprayed from ceiling to floor, every inch, crevice, and corner. Me and Mr. Goose, thank you. So that room is coated every surface with something called Zodiac. Yeah, they're taking a nap. Perfectly fine. They sleep in the most unusual positions. That's Theo right here. Hi, Theo. He was the first one to arrive this season. He was a tiny pinky, eyes closed, and he was tossed by his mother because he was not perfect. And he's perfect now. How long have I had the groundhog? How long have I had? About a week? She came in stasis in terrible condition. Her mother was unalived by a car, and she was clinging to her mother's body on the side of the road. Just Lex, I do have Instagram. I don't know how to use it. I don't really use it. Yeah, so in order to rehab deer in New York State, you need a large mammal permit. The survival rate of bunnies when released, I don't know. It's not a transition to the wild that's the issue. It's that they are a high prey animal. So I try very hard to pick spots that are safe and have good protection from predators. A lot of hiding spots on the ground and good coverage overhead. I'm not doing baby birds now. I'm very skilled and qualified with birds, but it's very hard to be on a mammal and a bird schedule at the same time. I would love to have a large mammal permit. For me, it's not something I could do here, number one, because I don't have the space. I am, suburban, residential, neighborhood, 60 by 100 lots, everybody right on top of each other. Also, I'm on the South Shore, mid to western Nassau. We don't have deer here. We do have deer North Shore. I do get occasional deer calls, but I don't have a place to keep them. If I had a facility, yes, I would go for a large mammal permit. Everybody gets let go. Where everybody gets let go. Where are they?
With Baby Bunny.
Hi.
Yep, we have he or she in the car with us now.
Okay, so hold on. I'll give you my phone number. I mean, my Freaking again. Again. This is getting ridiculous. I've said nothing. I haven't mentioned gifts. I haven't even made a gift goal yet. I said nothing. My gifting is suspended again. Okay, now it's restored. No, it happened before I took any calls. I appealed. If Carly knows why it's happening or what to do, she has not said a word to me. There's 855 people in here. Restarting is going, I'm going to lose most of them. I'm about to give these guys new parrot toys. Oops. So let me go get the parrot toys and hang them, because now with the hammock down, they have like nothing to do. Oh no, but it wasn't for revealing personal information, it was for leveraging. So there's a big difference. So I got a different type of parrot toy. I have to figure out where to put it because I do want to give them back a hammock. Let's see. I think they're going to like this one. But the problem is I have to open up one of the carabinas that's in there, which means I have to have the cage open for a little bit. So they see the new toy. They're excited about it. Now I have to try and do this without getting bitten, without letting anybody get out. They're trying to play with the toy already through the cage. Oh. Don't bite me, please. Come on, guys. Okay, I got this one off. Hold on. Let me just set your toy up. Let me put it in, guys. I'm going to hang it over here so that there's room for a hammock to go. Okay. I think you should take them with you because sometimes they can pick up from places, and I would reach out if your work is not, if your work is a distance from your home, then maybe you could contact somebody closer to your job. Do they let me pet them? I don't want to pet them. I don't want them to be friendly. Definitely bring it with you then. The toy is made out of wood and rope. So I have another one of those toys I'm going to give to the upper cage. I just have to find a carabiner to hang it with. Although I don't see the warning. What was... I don't see it, Law. Yeah, they're gonna love this. So I have 3 of these toys. So I was gonna give one to Morticia's cage, one to Wendy's cage. I have like 47, I think, squirrels. They'll chew on anything. This is a parrot toy. I think the bunny may be here. I hear my dog barking. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm going to show you the babies above. Let me just go get the bunny. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry it took so long. So we have a very critical bunny here. I am going to show the bunny, but this was a very surreal experience. man shows up with his wife. They were walking their dog when they saw the bunny. There was somebody else walking a dog way up the street from them that passed. Oh wait, we're in a subwave, guys. Okay, so let me just finish telling this real fast and then we'll talk about subs. When Sebastian is not a common name around here. And I remember a very long time ago, a teenage boy named Sebastian. Sindra, thank you so much. He would ride his bike around the neighborhood. And anytime he found an orphaned or an injured or something, he would bring it to me. And then he stopped. Like, he must have gone off to college, and this is a long time ago. That was him. I probably haven't seen him in 20 years. They can eat the wood. This is safe wood. So, the bunny was on the sidewalk struggling, covered in saliva, when they approached with their dog. So it was not his dog that got to the bunny. I initially asked them to take the bunny for euthanasia. Because of the injuries. And then I saw something that made me change my mind. And he was willing to drive to my euthanasia vet. Baked Burrito, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. That's amazing. I appreciate you so much. So now this bunny has absolutely no red stuff on it. It is in critical condition. Now, there is only one reason why I kept the bunny. And I'll show you in just a moment. Okay, yeah, I wanted to put the bunny down on something else, but this doesn't really show. Hold on one second. Let me see what I have that will. I just want the bunny on a clean surface. Now, I don't know that I can save this bunny, so please understand that this bunny is in critical condition, and I may make a euthanasia decision pretty quickly. So this bunny, old enough to be on their own. Eyes around. They're released very small. Now, this bunny is paralyzed from the waist down. It has no deep pain response whatsoever. Although we did see some reflexive movement in this foot. Now, when I saw that the bunny was paralyzed, you can't keep it, Alicia. They don't last more than 2 weeks. So it's a long shot. It is a long shot. But there is one reason why I kept this bunny. I just want to give him some pain medicine. Spinal cord injuries are generally not painful. But I'm going to give him pain medicine anyway. So getting him wheels, I do not do my own euthanasias. Joyce, do not hit the baby. Joyce is trying to hit the baby. Okay, so I'm going to give the baby bunny some pain meds. And they love the flavor of this. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this bunny towards you guys. Okay. Everybody see this? Yeah, Medicam. That's a tick. Bunnies scream when they're in pain. They scream when they're frightened. There is something called tick paralysis that they can get. So the paralysis might be from the tick. I'm going to go get a tweezer and remove it. So we're going to get another enclosure. We're going to set it up for this baby. We're going to give them some greens. It's already had Medicam. Now, if we don't see improvement in the next day or so, yes, we will choose to euthanize the bunny. Because they don't... But I'm just setting up. If it is tick paralysis, it will reverse pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm going to get a tweezer right now. The bunnies do not survive long-term in captivity. They get capture myopathy. Be right back, guys. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, so I know I got the head because I got skin. Now just crushing it, making sure it is not alive. Which it is not. No. So the antibiotic that we would give for a tick bite is Doxy. but that messes with the normal flora of the GI system. You have to understand that you have to know that tick paralysis exists. Now, could he have more under the fur? Yes, he could. And I when I was outside, once I saw the first one, I did feel, and I'm pretty good at detecting them. And they do, I'm not going to shave him because then he would not be releasable. It would take him too long for his fur to grow back. You have to know that on bunnies, ticks are going to congregate around the eyes, the upper lip, and the ears. So he may have had some degree of tick paralysis that made it so that he couldn't get away from the dog. He was not found anywhere near where I release. Bunnies usually do not get fleas. So in about 24 hours, he would start to feel better if this is tick paralysis. So I'm going to get some greens to put in with him. Thought I brought them in. Did I bring the bag of greens in? No, they're probably still in my kitchen. I will be right back. So here's some kale, little bunny. And here's some spring mix. And nobody wants their food right in their face if they're not feeling well. So I'm going to move it over here. And then I'm going to put the bunny underneath so that it is dark and quieter. So we're going to give this little bunny a chance. But understand that the odds don't look good. So we're going to give this little bunny a chance. But understand that the odds don't look good, and if they're
Hi, is this Karen Lynn?
Yep.
Hi, my name is Meredith. I messaged you on Facebook yesterday about the bunny nest in my backyard.
Yes.
Hi. Sorry I didn't get a chance to call you back yesterday.
Not a problem.
So I got your name off Facebook, and a number of people had mentioned you. I don't know if what you do exactly.
I'm a wildlife rehabilitator. I take in orphaned, injured, or sick animals. I take care of them until they're ready to go back to the wild, and then I release them.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's wonderful. Because I think there's 3 in there.
And you said,
Like I said, we found the nest on Sunday. I've been out there with in the backyard with flowering, like flowers, and my son plays baseball. So I think maybe Saturday night. It was maybe when it started. Now I don't know if the mother's coming back at night at all. I checked on them this morning, and they're still in there. They're still alive.
okay, if you take them out and take a pic.
Taken them out.
No. I want you to take them out and take a picture of their belly. You know, I want to see the whole animal, but I want to see what the belly looks like.
Okay. Now, should I wear gloves?
No, not necessary. I mean,
No, it's not
you can, but Mom won't care.
Oh, no, she won't? Okay, because I know with some animals.
No,
they-
with no animals. That's a complete
Oh.
fallacy.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, my daughter will be very happy then, because I was trying to not disturb them as much as possible. Okay, so I'm at work right now, but when I get home this afternoon, I will take a look. So what am I looking for as far as their belly?
I want you to send me the picture. I want to make the determination, if that's okay.
Okay. Sure, absolutely. All right, so I get out of work at 4:30, so it won't be till later.
Okay.
But as soon as I get home, I'll do that. But I did check on them this morning, and they were moving around a good amount. Like as soon as I lifted up the
Okay, I
top,
mean, if Mom was
noticed
gone since Sunday, it's Wednesday now,
they would have been dead
they
already.
probably would have been gone or been be in very bad shape.
Okay. They don't seem to be, but like I said, I was getting nervous because I haven't seen anyone. But I think, if she's coming back at night, we don't have anything. I have cameras, but it's not it's only a live feed. I can't go back and check
Right.
old footage from in the backyard.
Right. The other
So,
thing is that they feed at dawn and at dusk only,
Okay.
and they can do fine with only coming once a day.
Okay.
They're very secretive, stealthy, and they feed very, very fast.
Okay, so maybe it's just they're in and out and we're not seeing it.
Correct.
I just wanted to make sure because my kids are obsessed, and if something happened to them, I would have felt terrible.
Not a problem. So yeah, if you take a picture of the bellies, I will be able to tell if they are fed or not.
Okay.
And if they look like they are in trouble, I'll have you bring them to me. If not, we'll keep an eye on the
Sounds
nest.
good.
What you can do, in general, is you can take 4 twigs and make a tic-tac-toe board above the nest.
Okay.
And if it is disturbed after a dawn-dusk cycle, because they sometimes only come
Right.
once a day, so if
Okay.
they are only coming once a day, you want to make sure that you give them the chance. So
Sure.
we say dawn and then dusk, or dusk and then dawn, depending on where you're starting in the day. But
Okay.
if both of them have passed and the sticks are not disturbed, then it's time to take the babies.
Okay, well, when I get home, I will take the picture, and I'll when I close it up, I'll put some sticks across and leave it for tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Perfect, unless the babies, the picture.
Unless you're saying otherwise,
Right.
and they need rescue.
Right.
Are you in Merrick?
Yep.
Elmore?
Merrick.
You're in Merrick. Okay, I'm in Merrick too. Okay. All right, great. So I'll touch base with you later on.
Terrific.
After before 5. As soon as I get home, I'll do it.
Not a problem.
Okay, thank you so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Another good call. And this is what being on this app does. It spreads awareness. It does sound like Mom's been coming back, Erin. It absolutely does. Heidi, I can get 100 in a day, easy. So, I want to get a new formula bowl. In a minute, and get a little bit more formula, or for some more to Stevie. Want to hang more toys, hammocks. start cleaning cages. Yeah, Ducks Mom. So again, yes, we definitely get support for what we do, and I could not do what I'm doing now at this volume at all without help. But to me, the most important thing is the education. People are learning. People know about animal help now. They know that wildlife rehabbers exist. They know that bunnies make their nests in the grass. They're hidden in plain sight. Thank you for the hand hearts. Thank you. Joni, I absolutely will. So, caring about our wildlife and learning to live in harmony, just cohabitate peacefully, that is what's really important to me, that people do that. I think everything else is icing on the cake. It'll just happen. Again, when there's more education and people care more, then there's more support for facilities, then there is, more help for these creatures. Oh, this one came with the carabiner. That's much better. Okay, so we're going to give this to the top cage, and then I'll... Okay. Ooh. Big problem. Did not see that. Okay. I did not see that this was attached to the toy. So, let's see. So the top cage just got theirs. Robins cannot move their eggs. So, blunt smoking, if you move a nest, chances that the parents are going to find it are very slim, and chances that a predator will find it are very great. Back inside. Back inside. You have a new toy. So in most places, it is, yeah, but Bloodsmoking, they don't understand. They're animals. They just don't understand. If it's not where they left it, same thing with the bunny's nest. If it's not where mom left it, even if it's a few feet away, it's no longer hers. Yep, these guys are all going to be released in the middle of July. We've already started releasing animals on age and time appropriateness. So excuse the mess on my, oops, just knocked down my little heater. This is where Tilly, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. Just so appreciate you. You're incredible. I just have the pile of their dishes that I just took out of their cages over there. So excuse the mess. It's going to be time to clean in just a few minutes. But I just wanted you guys to get to see Morticia's cage. Joyce knows your secrets. I'm dying. That's so funny. Oh my God. Tilly, were you able to see the news story that News 12 did? Okay, beautiful. What's your question? And blunt smoking, that is 100% true. You can touch anything. Squirrels can fit into the smallest space. They can curl themselves up really tiny. We have 4 black squirrels in that cage. Everybody, this is my friend, yeah, I know you have okay, I have a link to at least one night of the story. It was a story that ran 2 nights. I'll put that link in Discord. No, because it would not be my original content. And I take a hit for that. You take a hit for everything as a creator. But if I post something, like that's somebody else's, that's why I can repost something, but I can't share something. If I share, I lose my ability to be in the creator network. So, Rebel, just say something else. Please, so I can repin you. They don't hurt each other, no. It's like puppies and kittens play wrestling. Okay, so beautiful. If you saw one go in, there is some level of disrepair. Animals, squirrels, raccoons, they don't go approach new construction. Look, you've got to see what Joyce is doing. Everybody in Joyce's cage is playing with the new toy. She just got caught. So she was trying to reach the toy in the other cage. She's a piece of work. She really is. So this is my friend Rebel. She is a multi-species wildlife rehabber in Ohio. She is phenomenal at what she does. She's relatively new, doing this under 2 years, and I am blown away by her dedication, her knowledge, her skill. She's just absolutely amazing. Please follow her as well and show her some support. And since you said I could do this last night, she's experiencing some health issues right now and could really use some prayers. She's a very important part of this community here. And so please, if you are the praying type, include her in your prayers. Yeah, so she's undergoing some medical testing right now, and she's going to need to have some very major surgery coming up. So she's taking a few days off of live. I don't separate genders because everybody here is going to be released long before they are breeding age. They will not hit sexual maturity here at all. When I get adults, they are housed independently. Yeah, Joyce was just trying to get to their toy as opposed to playing with her own. Just trying to get to their toy as opposed to playing with her own.
Oh, hi. I was just given the number because I called a local animal rescue shelter, and I hope I'm calling the right person, but I actually, by a busy intersection where we just pulled up, encountered a gosling that is really badly injured and bleeding. He's here with his mother and 2 other goslings, but they're near a really busy road, and I was wondering if you could get some help over here.
Where are you located?
So what's the location right now? It's 7550 Jericho Turnpike, Woodbury, New York.
Oh, God. Okay, you're really far from me.
Okay.
Can you...
I know. I just couldn't get in touch with anyone closer. I called
No,
all the numbers.
no, I understand. I understand. Can you get control of the injured gosling?
I can try. And how long do you think you could be
No,
here in?
there is a animal, I guess a veterinary practice near where you are
Uh-huh.
that I work with. If you could
Okay.
bring it to them, I would call them and tell them to expect you.
I don't know. I have to kind of work myself in a moment. Okay, let me try. I'm going to try and I'm going to walk into the building that we're near and see if someone can do that. What's the practice name?
It's called Animal General. It's on Northern Boulevard in East Norwich.
Connecticut?
No. East Norwich is
Sorry?
Long Island. Norwich is Connecticut.
Okay. So sorry. Okay. All right, I will do that. Thank you so much.
Okay, call me back and let me know because I have to call it into them.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. So that is right by my vet. They're about 10 minutes from my vet, and they're about 35 minutes from me. Everybody sees you, Joyce. Everybody sees you. Yes, they know what you're doing. They have your number. This little one here, that one that just jumped up, the tail is still down. That was either Wesley or Taylor. They look so much alike that I do need to see the undercarriage to tell who's who. Mark, Jordan can see shadows. I don't think he can see very acutely. But he is feeding and reading off of Julia. Joyce was giving hands, yeah. Squirrels are colorblind, red-green colorblind. They can't differentiate between reds and greens, but they do see all other colors. Yeah, she's now gone back to her group's toy. Shenanigator, I like that. Jordan is a squirrel about Joyce's age who came in a week and a half ago. Probably slipped and fell on an outing with Mom. The majority of animals red-green colorblind. I know opossums have very low vision and everything is kind of muted. They do much better in the dark. Raccoons have excellent visual acuity both night and day, but I don't know about color blindness. Oh God, Tilly. I can't imagine her as a mother. Then we're really going to need squirrel protective services. Jordan is in a small cage. Joyce is about 14 weeks. Oh, right. I was talking about the squirrel in the attic. Okay. So it's in your neighbor's attic. Bright lights, strobe lights, talk radio, and a product called Critter Ritter work very well. Strobe lights, talk radio, and a product called Critter Ritter work very well.
Hi, so we might be, it looks like we might be able to grab them. What was that again? One more time?
Animal General
Animal General?
on Northern Boulevard
Okay.
in East Norwich. You know where Rothman Steakhouse is?
One more time?
Rothman's Steakhouse.
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
I mean, I pulled it up on the map, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good.
Okay, so we're gonna do our best.
Okay, let me know because I want to call it into them.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you can call it into them.
Okay.
We're gonna try.
Well, no, I don't want to put them on alert unless you have it in your possession.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so the most important thing when you have animals in your attic is your entry point. You have to get the animals out and close up your entry point. Unfortunately, if there is one entry point, very often there are a lot of entry points. So, if your flashing is bad, if your soffits are rotting, if your fascia is rotting, Carrie, I'm sorry. Lorena, what is your situation? I'm sorry. A Gosling was probably hit by a car. Okay, so, Lorena, this is one of the hardest parts. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, let me know. This is one of the hardest parts about release. And one of the reasons why I find it so much healthier for me to release not at my home. Our job as rehabbers is not to keep them as pets, is not to keep them dependent on us in the wild. Our job is to get them to the point that they are independent in the wild as if their mother had raised them. The survival rate for squirrels past their first year, or through their first year, is 10%. Now, we lose a lot of them in infancy. So, getting them to this point really stacks the odds for them. But I can't worry that Wendy isn't going to be taken by a hawk again, or Joyce isn't going to fight with the raccoon. I can't make myself obsessed about the long-term survival of every animal I release. There is a balance to nature, and my job is to give them back to nature, give them the life that they were supposed to have if whatever happened to their mother didn't happen. It was the thing that and intentional human cruelty were the hardest things for me to come to terms with. Back when I was not high volume and only did a few animals a season because I was busy with my family, my kids were younger, I didn't have the resources to do what I'm doing now. Then I would release here. That's how I have, descendants of my squirrels here. Right, but a lady, what happens if they come every day and all of a sudden they stop coming? My stalker stopped coming last August. I know she was pregnant with her fall litter. I know that her babies would not leave the nest box. I choose to believe that she moved elsewhere to raise her next litter. But my stalker came every day for years and years. She looked in every window. She waited for me in the driveway when I got home. On Sunday mornings, if I slept in, she would jump onto the second-story balcony from a tree and bang on my window until I woke up. And in August, she stopped coming. Her daughter the one that kept the nest box, who's raising my great-grand stalkers now, has started to do the same thing she has. She's got the same ears, same face as her mom. And the first day she looked in my back door, as I approached my door, there was this little twinge of hope not to see a tail on that squirrel. Look what's going on here. They're all enjoying their new toy so much. But there was a tail, and it's her daughter. Squirrel. So now I just got a warning. A content warning, video disqualified. Your account will be disqualified from the program. This is the creator program. This is to get monetized videos. I have 3 violations. In the last 30 days. If I get 5 violations, I'm removed from the program. And I am getting violations for low quality and unoriginal content when I post a highlight of a gift. If I post a highlight of a gift and I am split screen, but TikTok encourages me to post the highlight of the gifts and the highlights of my lives. No, Linda, that's why the subs are the best way to do this here at this point. No, this is a TikTok thing, because if you are split screen, you are sharing content with somebody else, so your content is not, quote, original. So when, like, 2 of the videos are for gifts that Tilly sent, I want to acknowledge these gifts. I want to acknowledge the people that are helping me. Absolutely, Kara. So if I want to say thank you, and I'm split screen at the moment, we were battling. Tilly was helping me try and win that battle. I was battling Carly. And the other one, I was battling a TikTok setup, a battle that TikTok set up. My manager set up. And during a battle, people showed their support. She did not call back. My manager doesn't answer me, Cecilia. Lady Mira, there's no way to do it. The Gosling lady did not call back. No, this is Darlene, this is TikTok's algorithm. I am not paying. TikTok is, when you're a creator with, X amount of followers. Okay, so I'll try and explain this as best I can. I have more followers than, let's say, Shar does. Oh, wait, I just have to answer somebody on a text. The person with the opossum in their house. Okay, so take Shar, for example. I have more followers than she does, but she brings in a lot more revenue. So you can get a manager based on the number of followers you have, or you can get a manager based... Maho? Yep. 2 rats need double this space. Absolutely do. They have enough space. These are babies. For anybody concerned about the amount of space these babies are in, please, I have I have a pinned video on my Maho. Do me a favor, seriously, if you're a rat person, I want you to go watch That Cage is Too Small. It's a pinned video on my page. And when you come back, we can go outside and see the next size cage. Okay? So you go watch that video. It's about 4 minutes long. When you come back here, let me know. Not treating everyone equally? I don't understand what that means. You want to see? Hey, sweetheart. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So X-Ray Bear, the real problem is that we agree to the terms and conditions, and we agree in the terms and conditions that they can change the terms and conditions at any time. They can climb very well. She, in fact, spent some time in her hammock. Okay, so Carly has not said anything. Cecilia, it is the amount of revenue brought in. And I don't sit here asking for gifts. I leave a small goal pinned. When people come in, if they want to gift, they know that they don't have to gift based on the goal. They don't have to gift at all. People, it's my feeling that people will give what they want to, when they want to, what they're comfortable. I don't battle that way. So when other creators ask, yeah, they're taking in, I'm probably the lowest revenue. Of the bigger rehabbers. Maho. So these guys, as big as they look, they're 14 weeks old. Now, I did promise, so if you guys want to go outside and see some of the outdoor cages and see some of the other babies, let's go do that real fast. Let me just... So... Okay. These are, in here are two opossums that you guys have not met yet. They went straight outside. Their mother was unalived by a car. Let me just move their formula. And instead of being in their bed, they went underneath it. I checked on them this morning. Oh, come on, guys. You're gonna make me take the whole cage apart? So these guys, bigger babies, scary. Their mom was unalived by a car. They were thrown but not injured. Let me just give them their formula back. So they came straight outside. In here, that's Hannibal. That's the one who tried to eat lunch 1 and lunch 2 the other day. Over here, this is a big enclosure. Oh, look, we have a runner. Are you this is the one who always comes to greet me? Oh my God, you heard my voice? You were the cutest little thing. So there are 6 in this family, and they're in this very large hutch. And the rest of the siblings in here. You guys need more formula. And they're pretty small still. Okay, little ones here. I got a close up. And it's a multi-level. Okay. Over here, Penelope and Sebastian. They're getting big. No, they're hissing. Let's see. And over here is lunch 1 or lunch 2. But lunch 1 and lunch 2 tried to eat each other. So I had to separate them, and somebody else took the other one because I was out of cages. Now, most of these cages are empty. They haven't been filled yet. These 2 here are the next step for squirrels. And they're wrapped in chicken wire because I have a family of raccoons that lives under my deck. What did you do to your nest box? You ate the entire top of your nest box? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Well, that's not going to work. Okay. Squirrels will be squirrels. Nope, they are tarped. And I keep all of my carriers on top to keep the tarp down. They stay out in the rain. Hi, cutie. No, these guys are just a little bit older than the ones inside. They're all going to be released. Jasper is in this group, yes. That one's, the baby opossum is indoors. So they have both a hard nest box and a soft nest. They have big branches to chew on. They have parrot toys also. And even though I have the 1/2-inch bar spacing, everything is wrapped, like I said. So this is empty, this is empty, this is empty, this is empty. This one I still need to wrap. Darlene, thank you. So I have room for one more rabbit hutch here. And somebody, I think, is donating one. So. Although this one may be on its way out. I have to put a new latch on this one. I don't like that the lid is sliding like that. This is my box turtle enclosure. It's 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. And I do have over here, excuse the mess for trying to redo the deck, but I do have another large opossum enclosure, and I'm holding this for the hissing babies. No, I do a lot of turtle and tortoise rescue. So my pets are red-eared sliders, but I have had a box turtle in rescue and rehab, for that few years now. So this is, rehab row here. It starts here and goes all the way down. I have a dog and turtles. Which friend, Amanda? Nope, they're not all out here. Just 2 cages worth. These are the ones that came in later with their eyes open. So there was no reason to try and get them used to me. But Wendy's cage is going to be the next one to come out. Sid and Nancy are out here. Oh, the opossum that always says hello? Yeah, we could go say hello. So domestic Sarah Ann and wilds are completely different. Well, Jen, they're going to be released long before the winter. But when my fall babies come in, yes, they do spend the winter out here. The cage setup is a little different. Each cage gets a quilt over it. And the quilt and then the tarp protects them from the weather. But the quilt provides enrichment because they will shred the quilt through the cage to pull out the fluff and get the nesting materials. So where's our little friend? He went back up? He went back up. This is bedtime now. Bed and bath time. There he is. Hello, sweetheart. This is our little friend, the one that always comes to say hello. They don't have names. This group does not have names. He always comes to say hello. Yeah, they're very precious. I love them so much. So that's my outdoor setup. Yeah, Tori, have no clue. And if you ask anybody who rehabs opossums, we don't know the answer. There's Stalker's box. No, everybody here is being released. I have 2 that may be non-releasable, but I won't make that decision for a very long time. So one is very small, and we are concerned, and I say we, me and my team of vets, are concerned about primordial dwarfism. Now, she's very capable, has mild balance issues, but the biggest issue that she would have, somebody's building a deck. One of my neighbors is building a deck. So, saw noise. So, we were concerned about her ability to, if she got pregnant, pass babies through her birth canal. So that would be the major reason for not releasing her. And then the other one would be Stevie. And we have to see if both her blindness and her malocclusion clear up. Oh, wow. So, one of my rescues, I have my own personal dodo rep. Cat Mom, he's at the vet right now. If they can't be released, I work with educational programs and sanctuaries to find placement. Kelly, there's a product called Critter Ritter. No, I'm not releasing in my backyard. I have release spots. I already have squirrels that live in my yard, and oh, ducks, Mom, that's great. You should post that footage. That's got to be fabulous. So anybody up for a release today? Jordan is still visually impaired. I can't say for sure if he's sighted at all or not. He seems to respond to shadows, but he also may be responding to Julia, who does see. Thank you so much. Wow. That's so cool. that was really cool, and it lasted a long time. Okay, so Maho, squirrels don't do well with anesthesia. General anesthesia, they have only it's a 50% survival rate with general anesthesia. So we don't generally put them under general, like we gas them for exams. But for major surgery, like I have Wendy here. I will show you Wendy. That's Wendy. I think that's Wendy because that's Wendy's spot. But this one right here looks more like Wendy to me. Turn around. Can I see your belly, please? No, you guys don't bite me. No, that's not Wendy. So this is probably Wendy. Let's see. You look like Wendy too. I need to see your belly, please. Okay, this is Wendy. This one right here is Wendy. Wendy, as a tiny baby, was in her nest with her mom and her siblings. She, happy, everything is right in her world, and a hawk comes and grabs her. So she gets taken by a hawk and fights back. Now, this second part was witnessed by a human, so we know the first part based on the second part. Person was taking their groceries out of their car, and a squirrel falls out of the sky. Now, they have no trees anywhere near the front of their house. Squirrel just falls out of the sky. And they see the squirrel land, hit her face, and then start to run off and hid under their neighbor's parked car. They looked up to see where the squirrel came from and saw a hawk circling about 200 to 300 feet in the air. So Wendy must have fought back, bit the talon or something like that, bit a toe, got the hawk to release. So she picked Wendy up and brought her to me. She had 2 puncture wounds in her abdomen from the talon. And I was live. Oops. I was live when she arrived. Now, when I heard the story and saw her wounds, she had clotted. And I made the decision to start her on clindamycin that night. Now, she came after my vet was closed, my primary wildlife vet was closed. But I wanted a really strong antibiotic. I gave her pain medication, and I decided not to clean her wounds because she had clotted blood over them, and I was concerned that if they were as deep as I thought they were, as deep as they turned out to be, I was going to risk having an evisceration happen, her intestines start to pop out or open up the portal for infection. So first thing the next morning, I was at my vet. Somebody gets there at 8 o'clock. They don't always answer the phones that early. They start seeing patients at 9. But I was there at 8 o'clock with her. So they did the exploratory, and one puncture went into the abdomen, into the muscle, but not through the muscle. And the other one went through muscle into the peritoneum, but did not puncture a major organ. But they had to do a complete abdominal washout. They had to close up her abdominal wall in 2 places. And this is on a small baby. So she absolutely needed general anesthesia for that surgery. There it was, a matter of life and no life. But very fortunately, she survived both the anesthesia and the procedure and the recuperation period. My wildlife vets are amazing, and they do everything possible to give them a chance. And they also do more for me because they know my skill level. It's very impressive that she went through all of that and survived. But, in a situation like that, we have no choice but to risk their life with anesthesia. Based on, let's say, Morticia's personality, and I'll pull Morticia out. Let me go grab her. Based on Morticia's personality, at least right now, and the fact that she did arrive with her eyes closed, so all she's ever known is human handling. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for that. We would rather see her as an educational animal than risk her life so let me go see if Morticia will come out and hang with us for a few minutes. And I do leave it up to her. If she's not in the mood to, she'll let me know. No, you guys have to be back inside. Oh, I don't have a syringe for you, Tish. So you can see she's slightly microcephalic. Her head is small compared to the other squirrels. She's also a fraction of their size. And she's the same age as the largest ones in here. 3 days younger. She's got a great belly. But in squirrels with dwarfism, we see very sparse fur on the belly. That's one of the things that happens. So the fact that she has this fur pattern here is one of the things that does... Tish, calm down. I'm not going to let Joyce get to you. I promise you, you want to be in my lap. She's very hyper alert. Joyce does not like when I'm holding anybody. And Joyce tries to hit her, as she's actually connected a couple of times. And the other thing about squirrels with dwarfism, they generally have an extra fold in their eyelid. And you see how pronounced this little fold right here is? Now, her sister Wednesday does not have that fold. And her sister Wednesday's fur on her belly is much thicker. Yeah, she's looking for Joyce. She'll stay with me like this now, as long as she can face Joyce's cage and make sure that Joyce is not coming for her. She's very smart. Cecilia, yes, it does take a few days. Usually the birds get there first and squirrels follow suit. Yeah, Joyce is Jack. Now, if you take a look, let's see if I could do this. No. So that, excuse the mess on my cable. They throw food everywhere. No, but I can't. I was going to show you Wednesday, her sister, but Wednesday just disappeared. No, she'll fall asleep at night. She will fall asleep in my hands. During the day, not so much. But she's so smart. She wants to face Joyce's cage to make sure that she's not coming near her. You're very funny, very smart girl. I cannot pick up Wednesday. Wednesday will not let me pick her up. Terry, she is... Oh, God, your yawns are the best, little lady. Yeah, Tish does love to show off her toe beans. And for anybody who has not gotten to see squirrel toe beans before, their toe beans are very special. They are designed to act as shock absorbers. So that's why the little bumps and ridges. Yeah, Joyce. So Joyce is right back there, and Tish was just growling. She saw Joyce lift her hand. She knows that Joyce is trying to hit her. So because Tish is so handleable for me, and since I am now doing a lot of wildlife education, if she is truly deemed non-releasable, and we would not make that decision till about this time next year, I will probably put in a permit request for her. They do growl. Did you hear, Isla, were you able to hear the growl? She loves her belly rubs, and she loves cheek rubs. Oh, Isla, I'm sorry. It's a warning growl. It's a low, throaty... if I see Joyce come over, she knows if I go like this with her, she'll get upset. So she was not biting me. I was not grooming her effectively enough for her liking. So she will groom me back. There's reciprocity in this. And so she was just grooming my thumb. And in grooming, she just lightly scrapes her teeth along my skin. They're very soft. Especially at this age. Yeah, see, she sees Joyce there. She's hyper alert. So the difference between handling this one is that both me and my vets believe she will not be able to be released. So in order to make her a good educational ambassador, she needs to be comfortable with handling. Joyce is not, yeah, see, Joyce is right there. Joyce, stop it. Okay, so that was a little grunt. It's okay. We're not letting Joyce get to you. I promise you, I'm not letting her hit you again. Hey, Peaches. Stevie's about the same. Stevie's still in very serious condition. Thank you so much. It's okay, Tish. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Joyce will not let me hold her. The last time I've held Joyce was when she got her finger caught in one of the hammocks and twisted her wrist a little bit. And she had no permanent damage. But I think I don't even know if she really hurt herself. Yes, I did win the appeal. Nope. There was nobody else here other than Stevie, who just came in and is blind. There's nobody else here. Maybe, not Theo, Oliver. Oliver still likes a syringe. Erica, thank you so much. I'll check on that bunny in a few minutes. We're having Tish time now. And then I have to feed the minutes. We're having Tish time now. And then I have to feed the rat.
Hey, how are you? I'm calling because I have an injured bunny in my backyard, and I'm wondering if you could help.
Where are you located?
Garden City?
Okay, can you bring it to Merrick?
I can't reach it. It's like under my deck.
Okay.
Get it in time. Yeah.
Is there any access for anybody to reach it?
It's a very small crawl space.
How deep in is it?
I'm not sure. I'm with my 1-year-old, so I wasn't able to really see, but he couldn't have gone far. His leg was stuck in a soccer net, and it looks like it's broken and skinned a little bit.
Okay, so it got out of the soccer net?
We had to cut it out, but he scurried away quickly and went right into under the deck.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do. I feel really bad for it.
Right, so it probably needs to be euthanized from the description of the injury.
Okay.
What is your deck made out of?
It's wood.
Okay, so are there boards that we could unscrew?
I'm not sure. Sorry, we just moved in, so I'm not even, we haven't really looked at it in depth. But it looks like there's access for small animals, on the side of it.
See, if I have a grabber, but if I reach in with that, the bunny's going to go deeper.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if there's no access for me, can you just send me a couple of pictures of the area so I can get an idea?
I can do that. Okay. Is this that I can text this number?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thanks.
I will do that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. So cottontails with a broken leg are almost always euthanasia. So I am now on a gift suspension again. I don't know. And there's an appeal in progress. Every time I take a call. Yeah, I didn't have a call last night. Snoop, the only thing I have here, appeal not approved. Have here, appeal not approved.
Hi, it's Dr. Perron from the Animal Hospital.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Calling in regards to the chipmunk. Do you have any history on this little guy?
He was just found circling in the street.
Okay. I mean, on physical, clearly he's circling in both directions. It's a little hard to tell if he really has sight. He keeps kind of looking up.
Yeah.
He looks a bit disoriented. I mean, unfortunately, the whole, kind of mess of things that could be causing this, including trauma, but they can certainly get infectious disease that can cause neurologic signs.
Right.
You can see toxo, you can see raccoon roundworm, some of these, obviously trauma can be treatable, but if it's something like Balis ascaris, which is the raccoon.
Right, raccoon roundworm.
Yeah, that is not treatable. You can give him a little time on something like Metacam. You can do a little bit of a potential antibiotic in case there's some kind of infection. But unfortunately, if it's raccoon roundworm, it's not.
Right.
Any kind of antiemetic's not going to touch it.
Okay.
Do you have meds? Do you have Metacam?
I have Metacam, and I have Clinda open right now.
Okay. Let's have the Clinda. I think we have to be careful with Clinda. Let me just double check.
If you want them on Clavamox, I need to get a new bottle because the problem is every time I mix it, it expires in 14 days. So.
Okay. I would just use the Clinda. I would say just use the Clinda that you have.
Okay.
And then you can add it, something like Metacam for him.
Yeah.
You have to go Clavamox.
Okay. So if you could just tell me what dosage you want them on and...
Sure. Do you know the concentration of the Clinda that you have?
Hold on a second. I got it from you guys. So give me 1 second. I have it right here. 25 mg per ml.
Okay. Oh, it's going to be tiny. Let's see. It's like 55 grams.
It's going to be 0.01 or 2, depending.
Yeah, it's going to be, I would do 0.02.
Okay.
Twice a day.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
See how that works.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thanks for
Okay.
bringing them in.
Thank you. I will see you guys in a little while.
All right. See you later. Take
Thanks.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So that's the update on the chipmunk. It's exactly what I thought. It's how I've been treating him. Right, because this is a private account, Snoop. So, gotcha. My intent was to turn the other one into a business account, the LIWRR page. But if they keep doing this to this page, I have to keep it this way because otherwise I can't do what I'm doing. So guys, I'm going to end and I'm going to come right back and see if that fixes things. Janine, we're a one-party state in New York. So I don't have to disclose. Okay, so I'm going to end and come right back, guys. Be right back.